Hello there and welcome to my newest Tiny Tuesday painting. Just like yesterday, I did get a word from Tina to work with and make a painting with just as a project for this week. And I started off by gluing down some watercolor paper or mixed media color paper onto my cardstock, and then I'm sketching out my painting or my whole piece here. So the word for Tuesday, for this Tiny Tuesday, was grotesque, which is something that, well, it's an art direction, just like, how do you call it? I'm missing a word. It's just like abstract or, I don't know, impressionism, blah, blah, blah. Grotesque art is just a segment of artwork as well. So I went with grotesque art for my association with the word grotesque. It was just close to home, you know, it was just logical to go like that. And I thought, well, how could I, maybe incorporate my love for nature versus my love for technology into this grotesque painting, and this person here is pretty much the result of that thought. So once I had everything sketched out with pencil, I went over it with scribbly lines with my ink marker. It's a permanent marker, so the ink doesn't run once I start coloring with my watercolors on top. And once I had that down, it was time to color. So I wanted to have this grotesque person here sit in a natural environment. So I stayed with nature and that color scheme for the whole scenario, also for the background that is. So it's pretty much a forest with some rather blurry sections, which are these light green background sections, and then there will be some that are way more defined, meaning the leaves, for example. So I stayed with that color scheme for the background. For the skin section itself, I took way more towards skin colors, but I used a dark brown for shading most, which is a color repetition to, for example, the twigs there, or also her, hair accessory piece. The only colors that will really stand out will be the ears, which are butterfly wings. They will have quite a lovely blue, and the lips, which will have a very in-your-face bright red color. The eyes are gears, which to me represent technology or not natural things, which is the counterpart to the rest. So you could somewhat say that this person is kind of me. I do prefer natural things, but I do love some technology. So, it just makes life easier, or more comfortable, more convenient. But I also just find technology quite interesting. So, I think that person there is the grotesque, artsy self-portrait, I'd say. Whatever. Just saying. So I'm just going on and coloring the whole piece. It took quite a while because on these Tiny Tuesdays, they're very tiny. They are 7 by 9 centimeters, so there's only so much I can color with watercolors. Then I have to wait quite a bit before I go on with the next layer, not to have the colors blend together too much if I don't want that. So there's just a lot of time that I have to wait for the paint to dry a bit and only be damp until I do add the next layer there. So for the gears, for the eyes, I also added a bit of gold and copper watercolor, which makes it kind of sparkly when you have a close look at this piece. But it's subtle enough, I'd say. And once I had my watercoloring done, I went over some pieces back with that ink marker that I used in the beginning, just to enhance or to add a bit more detail again, especially on the ears, meaning the butterfly wings and the eyes. I also used a white gel pen just to add some highlights and just, well, some detail there. And then that's my piece. It's really a grotesque art piece. I don't do this kind of artwork very often, but it was a nice, well, thing to sometimes change things up a bit, you know? So I hope you enjoyed watching along. If you have any questions or other comments, leave them in the comment section below. I will see you tomorrow with a new Draw for Initiative painting. It's back to board games, and I will see you next Tuesday with a new Tiny Tuesday. Have a very good day. Do all the good YouTube stuff. Like, share, subscribe, and I will see you very, very soon. Have a lovely day, everybody. Bye.